Stadia is hurting for exclusives, so leave it to retro hero Pac-Man to give gamers a reason to return to the platform. Developer Heavy Iron Studios attempts to breathe some modern life into the series in their release Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle. By introducing a battle royale element, the system can be kind of fun, but that excitement won't last very long. Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle has some interesting mechanics, but the most fun you'll have is if other players are as competitive as you. The idea isn't as straightforward as a typical battle royale. Yes, you face off against a group of other players, but your score runs independently of theirs. It's completely possible to play an entire game and not see another player even though they play their respective games on each side of your board. This ends up making better experiences tied to instances when other players understand how to actually play the game. As a fan of the original title, I began playing Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle like I would have any other Pac-Man game, but after a few matches, I realized that there's a bit more to this than clearing the screen of dots. Aligning the walls or tunnels to other boards, which you can see other players playing on. As you clear each level, you increase in speed, but so do the ghost enemies. This means they become a bit harder to handle, but you can take the experience facing them through a tunnel to another board. This will net you some higher points as you pretty much steal from your opponents in a semi-cooperative way. Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle is not the easiest to describe because it does so many untraditional things with both Pac-Man games and the Battle Royale genre. When it comes to the Pac-Man systems, you have your straightforward approach of clearing boards of dots while avoiding ghosts. While you do this, power-ups become available, which can increase your speed, open new tunnels, lock your tunnels, confuse ghosts, and even attract the ghosts to you. There are not too many of these power-ups, but they do add some more strategy to be utilized when clearing the boards and surviving the higher stages. Each time you clear a board of dots, a new board generates. The board designs are creative and fun to navigate, and they even feature themed levels that fit the holidays. I did enjoy these small touches on the gameplay because it made a familiar experience feel new. Still, even with these themes, I don't feel like the boards drifted too far from the obscure and resembled their retro counterparts well. This is a plus, if only because it makes it approachable to gamers of any generation. When it comes to the Battle Royale systems, well, you are playing against many players, but you have an independent goal to reach each run. These range from making it to a specific level, or even eating several players. They get creative and force you to try new things outside of completely playing on your own board. Playing with other players on the same board can be chaotic, but it also introduces a divide and conquer approach to higher stages. Still, being a Battle Royale game, you compete. So there are items that can affect other players, and you can even take other people's items for bonus points. I felt kind of bad sometimes evading other games, only to take their points and eat them, but that's the name of the game. As fun as Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle can be, it's so self-contained that after a couple hours, you may end up a little bored. There's not enough diversity between runs right now, as others don't seem to understand the art of invading other boards. When I was up against competitive players, I felt the challenge that the game could provide, and it made me want to play again. However, these experiences were few and far between. Sadly, playing on Stadia also saw some latency issues, which I've never had to deal with on other platforms. However, in this game, these lapses happen a little too often to overlook, which only hurt a puzzle game that sometimes requires split-second decisions. There are other elements to the gameplay and rewards that include unlocking costumes and being able to customize your playing experience. Everything works towards making the game hipper, but I didn't really find myself caring about cosmetics too much. Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle is a unique approach to turning the Pac-Man formula into a Battle Royale experience. I think the way it was handled works well for this type of game, as you independently work on gathering high scores while invading other boards to rob opponents of possible points. Still, it loses its charm so quickly, given the online community doesn't seem to want to lean into the new systems while they focus on clearing their own boards in simple Pac-Man fashion. Noisy Pixel gives Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.